Welcome all of you. I'm back with few more important questions in maths. Okay, so let's see. Here I'll be doing important questions from AP, heights and distances, and trigonometric identities. So these are the few sums. Let's watch. It says if the sum of the first n terms of an AP is this, then find its nth term. First n terms of an AP, the sum they have given us an expression. Okay, this is the sum of the first n terms. Find its nth term. Okay, so in this question how can we handle it? So here first n terms. Okay, then we have to find the nth term. If this is the nth term, sum of n terms, then sum of n minus n terms is how much? Wherever I have a n, I will put a n minus 1. Okay, so that is wherever I have n, I am putting a n minus 1 and I'll calculate. Okay, that gives me so this is my n minus sum till the n minus 1th term. How do I find the nth term then? Actually the nth term will also come in terms of n. Okay, so let me quickly find the nth term. Nth term, that is Tn, is actually going to be Sn minus Sn minus 1. That is it. Sum till the nth term minus, you subtract everything else till the n minus 1 term, you get the Tnth term. Okay, so how do I get it? Here half 3n square plus 7n minus this half 3n square plus n minus 4. Okay, and no mistakes should be done here. This is half 3n square plus 7 by 2n minus half 3n square minus n by 2 plus 2. Okay, this and this gets cancelled. 7 by 2n minus n by 2 plus 2, which is 6n by 2 plus 2, that is 3n plus 2. So this is my expression for the nth term. Okay, now if it is sum of n natural numbers, they didn't say beginning from 1, somewhere in the middle. Okay, so maybe 200, 201, 202, like that. So here in this sum, we have to be very careful. The sum of n natural numbers, in AP, okay, is this. They have given us the sum. Now you have to find the 8th term. First thing, why I am taking up these questions is, you might just put an 8 there and do the mistake, because this is value of Sn. Okay, it is not the value of Tn. Remember this. Now here one thing happens, if they ask us for what is the first term, that also I want to tell you. What is the first term, if you are trying to, some questions might even ask you find the AP. So how do you find the AP? What is the first term? First term is definitely sum till the first term. So 5 plus 4, which is 9. What is the second term? And people do this mistake. That is why I have taken up this sum. This is 2, 4, 20 plus 8, 28. 28 is not the second term. Okay, 28 is not the second term. Then what is the second term? The second term is 28 minus 9, whatever you get, that is the second term. Okay, so the first term is 9 and the second term is 19, isn't it? Okay, on subtracting. So till now we have, this is not. Now you should remember one thing, on subtracting this from this, we don't get common difference here. In Tn we get common difference. Here we don't get common difference. Here we get, this is first term, this is second term. Now the common difference D is equal to 10. That is important. Okay. So why I took up this question is because of this, the difference between the TN type of question and the SN type of question is here you have to first find the two of them and then find the common difference. In TN what happens, you get T1 and you get T2 straight, you subtract and you immediately get the D. Here on subtracting you get the second term. That is the big difference. So don't do this mistake. Now let me go back to the question. The question didn't ask for all these things. The question asked for something else. It said, what is the 8th term? So if they are asking for the 8th term, let me find S8, which is here 5 into 64 plus 32, which is okay, and sum till the 7th term. Okay, sum till the 7th term is 5 into 49 plus 28, which is okay. On subtracting these two from the sum of the 8th term, I'll subtract the sum of the 7th term and I'll get the 8th term. Okay, so here it is a 9 and this is 7. So my answer is the sum of the T8 is 79. So be a little careful whenever they give you the sum of n terms. So check properly, have they given me Tn or have they given me Sn. Okay, now let's take another sum in AP. Okay, here I have an AP which says which term is the first negative term in this AP. Okay, dot 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 means this is not ending. Now one thing I can see clearly, this is a reducing AP, so D is going to be negative. Now negative terms, this kind of questions get asked only for terms which have, only for APs which have D as negative. Okay, minus D is minus, when D is negative only then you get this kind of an AP. So here, which term is the first negative term? The first negative term is, now here what people do is 15, then 12, then 9, then 6, then 3, then 0 and then minus 3. This is what people do. It's okay for MCQ. But if they've asked it as a question, they will not give you your marks if you are doing this. Why? Because this can't be the method. Supposing I give you 1224, something like that. Then will you do the same method? So you need to have a method for this. What is the method for this? Now another thing I want to tell here. Now what is the Tn formula? A plus n minus 1 D, which is 24 plus n. So first negative term, I'll not write anything here. And here of course I'll write a minus 3. This is my Tnth term. Okay, let me simplify it a little bit more. Minus 3n plus 3. This is my first negative term. The thing is now, this one, now what people do? They immediately equate it to 0. Here also, big mistake. If you are managing your answer even by equal to 0, even then you don't get your marks. Why? Because how do you know for sure that there is one number which is equal to one of the members of this AP is equal to 0? How do you know for sure? Okay, that Tn you are equating to 0. You don't know. Maybe it just doesn't have any term as 0. Okay, so you can't take equal to 0. What you have to take, I'll tell you. So this is another place of mistake. Sometimes we feel we have done it and we have got the answer also and still I didn't get marks. If it is at first negative term, then Tn has to be less than 0. Okay, not even less than equal to, because if it is equal to 0, it's not negative. So now we'll have to write this. Okay, so 3n goes that side, this side I have 27. Then n is how much? N is 9. So n has to be greater than 9. Which is the next term? Once n is greater than 9 means n can be 10. So the T10 is the first negative. Okay, so this is the proper method of doing this sum. The next question from identity is very important question. Watch, and this is one sum you have to remember and go. You can't do it in the examination all by yourself. So here LHS, there is a trick in this question. Tan A plus CK. Okay, and the denominator gets copied just like that. Tan A minus CK plus 1. It just gets copied. Don't work on the denominator. This minus 1. 1 plus tan square A is equal to sec square A. We know this identity. Therefore, 1 is equal to minus sec square A minus tan square A. Bracket is absolutely essential. Don't miss the bracket here. Tan A plus Ck, okay, minus Ck plus tan A and Ck minus tan A. Okay, and so I have applied identity over here, and tan A minus Ck plus 1. I repeat, this denominator don't touch. Now here I can see that the same thing has been repeated here and here. I will do one factorization. Tan A plus Ck. Okay, small factorization taking group common, and then this is 1 minus Ck plus tan A. Okay, so this rest part of it comes inside the bracket with the change in sign. Remember this change in sign. Here tan A minus Ck plus 1. Now if you see this plus 1 minus Ck plus tan A, you must check this full thing, put a bracket and cancel. Okay, what I am left with is this. Okay, but then I have to have an I over here. So here this is tan A plus Ck. Okay, that is sin A by cos A. Okay, plus 1 by cos A. This end part, the RHS can come in different forms. Sometimes they can give even this as the RHS. Okay, 1 plus sin A by cos A. That's it, over. Okay, that is equal to my right hand side, hence proved. Very important question. I will say, do not put this in sin cos form. You will be wasting a lot of time. I'm not saying it's not going to come, it will come. But don't put it, it's going to waste a lot of your time. So do it by this method. The only trick is substituting this one and factorizing. That is it. Now this is my second question. In this question, don't try to do it by tan and cot method. It is better to take the sin cos method. That is, sorry, didn't write the RHS. You have to prove cos A plus sin A. Okay, so here cos A 1 minus sin A cos A. Okay, plain converting it into sin and cos, 1 minus cos A sin A. Okay, please don't keep writing the RHS, your sum goes wrong then. You start with the LHS, whichever side you start with that side, go to the other side. Okay, for proving you don't write both sides. Now here I am getting a cos square A and cos A minus sin A clearly, plus sin square A sin A minus cos A, right? Okay, now what to do? The denominator is not same, so I can't take LCM. So the trick here is cos square A cos A minus sin A minus sin square A. Why this minus suddenly? I am changing sides, cos A minus sin A. Okay, this is it. Then now I can see the denominator is same, only with the help of this minus sign. Now I'll take the denominator, cos A minus sin A. So this comes easily with sin cos. Cos square A minus sin square A. Cos square A minus sin square A. You can't forget your identities. Cos A plus sin A. Cos A minus sin A and cos A minus sin. Okay, in that case this is gone completely. Cos A plus sin, that is what we want, is equal to RHS, hence proved. Okay, here is my last question, last important question. This is from heights and distances. Okay, now let's listen to the question. I'm not drawing, I'm drawing the figure straight away. Man is walking from here. Okay, he is looking up here. Angle of elevation is changing from 30 degrees to 45 degrees and in a time span of 12 minutes. Okay, in a time span of 12 minutes. In how much more time will he go from here till the base of the tower? This is tower is AB. Here is point D and let's say point C. Okay, so from C to B, how much time will he take? So this is given in minutes. That is why I've taken up this question. This is given in minutes. What to do? Okay, let V be the speed of the man. Okay, let it be the speed of the man. That is V meters per minute. Let's take it as meters per minute. If this is in seconds, we'll take meters in seconds. Meters per second. Now if this is 45, this is also 45. That means this part is equal to this part. Okay. Let's take T is the time taken to go from C to B. C to B. Now here, how do I tell this distance? In terms of speed, okay, and in terms of time. So here, speed is V, this is time. D is equal to S into T, remember? Speed into time, so Vt. If this distance is Vt, this distance is also Vt here, because it's an isosceles triangle. Okay, now let me start. Now this is, I will apply tan theta. Tan I'll apply for the 30 degrees. Don't apply tan for this because it is going to cancel out and you won't be able to take this 12 in the sum. Take tan 30 degree is equal to Vt, because this is distance now, speed into time, distance, by 12 plus Vt. Okay, sorry, this is 12 minutes, so time into 12V plus Vt. Okay, so we will eliminate V. Vt, V12 plus T. Okay, so get this out. So 1 by root 3 is T by 12 plus T, which is 12 plus T is root 3T. Yes, so root 3 minus 1 T is equal to 12. Root 3 minus 1 T is equal to 12. T is equal to 12 by root 3 minus 1. Okay, now root 3 plus 1 and a root 3 plus 1. Okay, so if I calculate this, how much do I get? Here I get 12 into root 3 plus 1 by, this is 3 minus 1, 2, 6. Okay, so it actually comes to 6 into 1.732 plus 1, 2.732. If you want to write 2, you can. So that is how much? 12, 1, 18, 9, 1, 42, 43, 4, 16.392. Time is 16.392 minutes. Okay, please don't forget to write minutes. So this is one question. You have to be very careful. You have to take time as t. That speed also has to be considered in this kind of sum. And speed and time will give you the distance, because they have not given you the distance anyway. Okay, so these were few of the important questions that I felt I should remind you all of. Okay, then watch out for the next video also, which is going to come up about MCQs. Few reminders about MCQ I'm going to give in my next video. Okay, then thanks all of you. Bye then.